All right, and we are live. Welcome to the Turaco Creative Cast. This is Frank Salazar, aka Captain Goggles. Look at my goggles. And we're here with a special guest, Marshall Lee. And
Hello, 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 hello.
we're gonna be sketching. We're gonna be doing some man cards, and and just talk, have a conversation. Uh, and maybe on a little later. We'll see how long we go. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it. so, so I'm going to do a man card of Scott Bakula as Dr. Samuel Beckett, which already started here.
Nice.
And, should we explain what man cards are, Marsh, for those
Probably. That
that
wouldn't be
not
a
in the
bad
know?
idea.
so, so, what was it last Saturday? I think when Didi streamed, she
Um,
had a
yeah, go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
she's doing a stream, and of course she's I think talking about Barbies and some other stuff. And I think she said, oh, she was like sorry that we were there during that stream. But she said like, oh, so you guys should do man cards uh to I guess like counterbalance the Barbie stuff.
Yeah,
And
counterbalance
like
the force. Yeah, it was actually one of the Monday or Wednesdays where um you know her and I kind of talked about it. Like I said, oh, I'm gonna
oh okay.
I mean, she did talk it at that stream as well about it, but I kind of made the joke. I was like, "Hey, um, I don't know if I'm gonna lose my man card by being here while you're talking about Barbie
Oh okay.
fabrics and stuff," and she thought that was hilarious, and so we've been talking about it back and forth, and then yeah, she finally said, I think on that stream that you're talking about, you should make some man cards and you and Frank and Adam and whoever should make some man
Yeah.
cards. I'm like, yeah. We were like, cool, good idea. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, that's when I came in, so I didn't know about the Monday stream for that.
Yeah.
And
So it's all good. It's all fun.
so yeah, from there it's become a thing.
Yep. I've been drawing them on my channel and you've been drawing them. I don't know if you did any videos with it, but
No, I showed them on the video, but like after I'd already drawn them. But I've been
hmm,
posting them on Instagram,
cool.
and I did two, like two specific that were man cards,
Hmm.
and I sent them to Didi, so she got them today, so she'll show them next on her
Nice.
next stream.
Yeah, I sent her a couple too. We were talking about it before the stream, so that'll be that should be there Monday. But I'm sure she won't get it until maybe she'll show it on Wednesday if she gets it by then. But yeah, cool. One of them's a surprise she hasn't seen yet, so we
Okay.
can't tell her. But yeah, it's been
Oh
fun
yeah.
doing these sketch
Hmm.
cards and stuff. Like I used to do them from time to time. Um, I had a hard time doing certain ones for a while, so I guess I stopped. And then I don't know. We've been doing these man cards, and I'm like, I kind of am having a blast doing these cards. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing like specifically man cards because
Yeah.
it was more kind of like a fun joke. I wanted to send some to Dee Dee and stuff, and
Yeah.
But I'm liking doing the sketch cards, so I might switch over. Now we're getting into Halloween era. I might switch over to doing monster cards or something, or I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've been doing sketch cards regularly and been selling them and I just kind of send out to people. Um, so like, okay, yeah, I can switch to a theme, a specific theme.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that we can't do. It's just kind of a fun random thing. Like, not
Yeah,
that we can't do man cards or anything, but it's just I might end up doing some other kind too, I guess. That's all.
yeah. Which I have a couple here that I was. I mean, I guess this one does qualify as a man card because it's it's a man. But
Yes.
so there's Dean Stockwell Al Calavici from the Quantum Leap show back in the early '90s, I think.
Nice.
So, and I did this turtle blimp card, which I put in this case.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I got to get some
but
of those hard cat plastic cases. I just have a few
yeah,
hanging around, but I need to
I
get
have
like a
some.
pack of them.
Yeah, I have some here, and I just bought a new pack, which will be here Tuesday.
Nice.
And I recreated the Captain Gauss and Masculine cover on this card.
Sweet.
So,
Yeah, you got the little glare, but it looks cool.
yeah,
Do you have backs that you printed on them?
on this one, yeah.
Oh, wow. Fancy schmancy. I've done that before in the past. Not, I don't know if I did backs, but I know I did like a template or whatever, so that I should do that again, actually. That'd be kind of fun. But I've been having fun drawing the borders myself, though, too, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. So Cyburn says there's some static on the audio, so I don't know if that's me or you.
Who's
Let me
audio?
check. Or let me.
What's up, Sideburns? Mr. Daniel McGinnis.
Okay, so I think it's on your audio.
Uh-oh. All right, let me switch to MacBook audio. MacBook, goodness.
Okay, yeah, because I hear a little feedback, but it's roboted.
How's that? Is this any better?
uh, that sounds good to me.
Okay, hopefully that's good. I fixed one technical difficulty and I have problems with another. I switched over to Firefox, so maybe it's a Firefox thing. I don't know.
Sure. All right.
Although I was listening to Jeff Lafferty's show today, and Jeff
Oh, okay,
revoked
yeah.
my man card, so I don't know if I even can do this anymore. He was like saying, I guess there's this guy that from that Gibran was talking about on my show, and I was like, well, I don't know who that is, and he's like, you don't. Marsh doesn't know who that is. He should not lose his man card for that. I'm like, I don't know. What can I say? I can't know what I don't know. I don't know. So, but Snake Plissken, and
Oh, yeah.
I actually messaged Gibran today because I'm like, I really don't know who it is, and he's like, he's a character from Escape from New York and Escape from L.A. So I didn't realize that Kurt Russell's character in that movie that was his name, but I've only watched that. I don't even know if I've ever watched those movies, but I would like to. I think I watched the something in Little China. I think I watched that one, but I didn't
Yeah,
watch.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, and that was like for the first time, like a couple of years ago, a few years ago, I watched it. But what can I say? I haven't seen every movie.
Yeah. I think I saw part of the chat because I was at church in the men's mentoring class that I go to. but I was peeking in, but I just had the audio down, so I was reading the chats. So
Mm,
I saw that he said Snake Plissken, but I didn't know uh, what was the context.
mm-hmm. Yeah, they were saying, different characters I could draw and stuff. So that came up. So, it's just
Yes,
kind of funny. I don't care. Like, it was funny.
yeah, I saw. I guess there was a conversation on Frankenstein and Mary Shelley, so I came in towards the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, oh, okay, yeah, like I know her.
Yeah. Is it was just like a regular like church men's group thing you were doing?
Yeah, it's this class that we do on Thursdays, and anyone can go, but it's like more geared towards men, but women can go as well.
Sweet.
I've taken my kids there.
Oh, really?
It's just about like wanting to change your life and just like taking responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, I used to do a men's group years ago, many years ago, actually. Before I even ever got married, I was in a men's group with church and stuff, and it was pretty cool. We just talked though. We'd bring up like some scriptures and stuff,
yeah,
and then we'd just talk about our lives. It was a good little time to hang out with some dudes
yeah.
in church. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So I'm gonna draw Chuck Norris.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw that someone left you a comment on that you should do Chuck Norris. Like, oh, cool. I was like,
Yeah, that's my buddy Will. He's an awesome dude. Actually, he's really super into comics, and he does this cool rate like podcast where he does talks about it's really just a punk rock podcast, but sometimes he plays like hip hop and stuff. But he's just into a lot of stuff. He lives in like New York, so cool dude.
oh, cool.
So this one's for you, Will, because I know you're not listening. So, but that's okay. Uh, all right. Oh, well, I gotta find some reference, some Chucky reference, Chucky Norrisy.
Which I haven't gotten it recently, but I used to get Chuck Norris water.
Chuck Norris water.
Yeah, it's called Sea Force.
Oh wow,
Oh,
nice.
on CyberSense. I'm not doing well. A garbage bag burst. Oh no.
Ooh, that sounds like
Uh,
pain in the butt.
at work or at home? Cyberns. Let's see.
Chuck Norris is 82 years old right now.
Oh wow.
He was born in 1940.
He was here in the city neighboring here for a con.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't get to go see him. I was out of town. But oh, Chuck Norris is here. Maybe I should like have a chance to go see him. And then I found out that oh, it just to get an autograph, it's like $80. I was like, well, I don't need to see him that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why people want to see people so much that they'll spend that much money, but Hey, cool. I'm surprised nobody mentioned Bruce Lee. Should do him too. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
So I got so far my
Nice.
pencil sketch of Scott Beckett.
Cool. So you watched a lot of Quantum Leap growing up?
Yeah, since it first aired, and I think I was in junior high when it came on, and up so all the way up to high school.
Wow.
Let's see, so I think it went for 5 seasons. So yeah, I think I was like about to graduate when it ended, or it was around there.
How many seasons did you say it was?
5.
Really?
So
Oh,
so let's see. So it started when I was in junior high. So that was probably wait 7th grade, and then 8.
nice.
Around, yeah, roughly there. Yeah, I've been listening to this podcast where they have been rewatching the shows, and then they'll do like a commentary on the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So and I think it's been going on for like 8 years, and I just like found it recently. So I've just been like binging different episodes and rewatching some old shows of Quantum Leap, and yeah, but I've been liking it. I've been enjoying it. So they're also gonna cover the new reboot that's gonna happen, I think, next week, September 19th. So
So,
so that'll be
yeah.
interesting to see what they do with it.
Have you heard any news like what's gonna be going on? Is it like they got any similar actors or what are they gonna do?
Well, it's new actors,
Yeah.
but I think it's like a reboot continuation. So
Mm-hmm.
it's in the same world because so it's the project was abandoned, but this other scientist wants to restart it. So he is the one that ends up leaping, and the trailer came out and it actually doesn't look bad. Um,
Where's that gonna
it
be on like Netflix or something?
I think it's gonna be on Peacock.
Oh, nice. The free one.
Yeah,
Josh
so
was here. What's
that'll
up,
be
Josh?
interesting. Hey Josh.
There's another one too that's I guess it's free too is Plex. Have you ever heard of that one? That one's pretty cool too.
Plex? I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah. I just started using that a bit.
I've heard of Tubi.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess there's a few of them. So that's cool that they're doing it on a free one. Like Peacock's free, right? Or am I wrong? Is it not free?
I'm not sure.
Have you ever used Peacock?
No, I know it's like the NBC app, but
Yeah,
I've
I've
never
used
used it.
it a little, like once or twice, I think. But yeah, I don't, not super familiar.
Okay, so there's a limited. I guess that's for get Peacock Premium only 199 a month for 12 months.
Hmm.
So $2 a month for a year. But I don't know if there's like one you can start with that's free. Let's see. Oh, I guess it's 199 a month. Though. Okay, I'll have to check it out because I want to see the show. I know they can't bring back Dean Stockwell, but they might mention him.
Do you have do you have any streaming accounts?
Not paid ones. I have like the free ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the CW app, and I have Tubi and Pluto TV. Unless it might be on Pluto TV, because I think they do have like where you can kind of watch TV live.
Yeah. Yeah, I
'Cause-
don't pay for any of them at the moment. I've always had Netflix, but I don't even have a TV or a couch. So it's kind of silly to have that. I mean, I can watch stuff on my laptop, so usually there's enough stuff on the free ones that, like, on the rare occasion that I actually watch something, it was like
Yeah.
maybe once a week or something, I can throw something on the laptop and hang out in bed, just watch it.
Yep. They might air it on NBC, so if I can catch that,
Do you have regular cable?
no, but I'll have to look for something.
Hmm. Well, yeah, they do have. I mean, I guess you can still actually get NBC on any TV, I suppose, because it's just a regular channel that should be free.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and NBC has an app too, so I guess Peacock is like their premium.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, you can watch live too. So yeah, I can watch it on there.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, it is on here. There's a preview for it or a little ad for it.
Nice. I guess Quantum Leap is kind of like the American version of it's almost like an American Doctor Who or something.
Yeah, yeah, and I think someone did make that comparison the way that they're kind of like rebooting it, but it's still connected to the old one.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Nobody in America really knew much about Doctor Who until recent years, I think. I know I didn't really. I knew about it, but I never knew what it was or.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think like once when I was a kid, I saw an ad for it on PBS, and it just looked like an old timey show. So I was like, so I thought it was like a history type show,
Hmm.
what was that one that they used to do, like Masterpiece Theater. So I thought it was like a period piece type of show. So
Right.
like, oh, okay, whatever. Just flipping the channels, and then like I find out later on, I'm like, oh, is this time travel show? Like it is. So I know.
Hmm. Who would have thunk it? I wonder if Anna does come, if she'll draw a man card.
Yeah, I didn't tell her we're gonna do man cards. Just told her we're gonna do sketch cards because I know she would be like, man cards, like what's that? And like, well, I were just like, just come on the show because then she might not come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I haven't seen a ton of. Well, I guess I've seen like a handful of Quantum Leap shows. I always thought they were pretty cool, but it just wasn't something that I like. I don't know, like it kind of. I think it came out. It was like on TV more like after the fact, and by the time I saw it, it was like an older show.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know. It just wasn't something that I knew much about, but when I did see it eventually, and I thought it was cool. It always reminds me though of like what's that dude who like oh MacGyver, like that show and
Oh
MacGyver
yeah.
to me are almost like this a similar show for some reason. I don't know. It's like the same era or something,
Okay, yeah.
even though they are kind of actually totally different. But there's a I don't know similar vibe for me for some reason. I was thinking about practicing some hands before I hung out with you, just because I just want to get better at hands, and now I'm thinking I should have because I got two hands in this one, and goodness, but I didn't because I was trying to clean my studio.
Yeah, I was trying to get my phone fully charged because sometimes I might need a new charger or a new phone. I don't know. But sometimes it'll instead of charging, it'll decharge. So I kind of have to like leave it alone for a while.
Hmm.
So I did that, but it's still decharging. But it started at like 80%, so like I still have it's still at a good amount. So I don't know. I switched out the charger, so maybe that. But yeah, and I was just getting some stuff done today. Did some grocery shopping.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to. There's like this flag behind him in this picture, and I don't know if I want to try and draw this or not. I think it'd be cool, but it's like might be difficult. Maybe I could just draw some stars. What's up, Dee Dee?
Oh, Didi's here.
Yeah, I had to download Firefox to get the camera working. It wouldn't work tonight either.
So we're doing some man cards, Didi. I'm doing Scott Bakula. Looks a little pudgy here.
I'm doing Chuck Norris.
I lost my reference.
I haven't really seen hardly any Chuck Norris movies either. Really, the only one that I remember is the Bruce Lee one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that old one.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one I saw was Expendables 2, and he had a cameo in it.
Oh, nice.
Also,
So you've been
doing
giving
some.
out sketch cards and stuff with your Captain Goggles comic and all that.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I
neat.
have. Let's see. I think I have 5 copies left now. So I have like some of the mini comics. So I put a sketch card in all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes even like when people order and like I'll just throw in something in there for free.
That's cool.
I've been selling a lot of them too. So
I know. It said on the Etsy, I think it said that you printed 20 copies and you only got 5 left.
yeah,
That's awesome. It's kind of like a mini comic, right?
yeah. It's like the size is about a mini comic, like an ashcan size,
Uh,
but the pages are um, 32 pages in total. So I think that's 26 or 27 pages of story, and the rest is just the inside, the covers and inside covers,
mm-hmm.
which well, I have them here.
Yeah, Dee Dee, I got the comment. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me see. Show it again. Nice.
Here, generate through in the card,
Haha.
and I also do sketches on the back. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, I got my comics. Dee Dee, thank you again. You're always sending me stuff. I really appreciate that. I'll be showing them off on the next show. I have so much stuff to show for the next show. I'm like starting to think maybe I need to do a weekend, maybe a show on Saturday or something, but I don't know. We'll see. I got some stuff to do on Saturday. So
And did he send me this one for my kids? So next time I see them,
the comic book lesson,
yeah, and
that's
Mark Reilly.
cool.
Yeah, and I read it, and it's really good.
It's like a how to draw comics thing, or
It's a comic, but it's teaching you like how to do like stories and composition. So it's like showing this girl, and she's learning how to make comics better. So
Uh-huh.
so it's like a you're learning as she's learning.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, Mark Crilly's awesome. That's cool that he did that. All right. It's already, I can already ink it, I think. The only thing is like Chuck Norris, if I don't do him right, he's gonna look like Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan. Because his hair and his beard just kind of have that vibe. Man, I'm going for the face first. That's what I always try to avoid. I don't know why I'm doing that.
okay, Didi says I got Frank's man cards. I will show them on Monday. He says, yeah, the comic book artist is Mark Creedy's newest book. Sent it to Frank for his kids. And, she said, nice man cards. Because it's a Mac.
What's that?
She said, I guess because you're having like camera problems. So she said, because is it because it's a Mac?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's either a StreamYard thing or a Google Chrome thing because it shows up on the other app that like does my camera settings. It shows up on that fine, but for some reason it just doesn't want to detect it on Google Chrome. So it's probably a Google Chrome thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's a Mac thing, but it could be. Who knows? I was thinking about becoming a computer scientist, but I am not one of those. Mm, 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 mm. You were talking about the Queen earlier. You know what's crazy
Yeah,
is like there's a lot of people out there who are like saying really mean stuff. Like,
yeah. I saw it on Twitter today. I went on briefly,
mm-hmm.
and like people were like saying stuff about her, and like, oh, she's like, was it something about genocide? And like, what are they talking about? Like, it's
Uh-huh. I mean, honestly, like whatever whatever was happening, if there was bad stuff happening, which I don't know, I don't know anything about the queen, but like
Mm,
it's not going to stop because she's gone. Like,
yeah,
like she's just kind of a figurehead anyways, from what I understand. Like, I think parliament or whatever is what rules things over there. I don't really know. Don't quote me. I don't know what's going on over there, but um, you know, but whatever. I think it's kind of pretty messed up though that they talk crap like that. Like they say some really messed up things. Like, "Good, she died. I hope she was in pain," and stuff like that. Like, seriously.
yeah. It's like they just want, like, they're just being negative for the sake of being negative, and there's like
Yeah,
no reason. Like it's just because she's a political figure. Like, and the
yeah.
one saying this, like, you're not even from Britain. Like she's not,
Yeah, right.
she's not our queen.
Uh-huh.
And like, she did some good, and she's a, oh, I guess she's beloved, or but, let her rest in peace, and the family's mourning.
Hmm. I mean, I'm not a super big fan of Nancy Pelosi, but if she died, I wouldn't say I hope she was in pain or something. Like,
Yeah,
she's still human. Like, everybody's human. They need.
yeah. Oh, I did see like one of my friends just post like a little tribute to her, and I'm like, oh, she died, and I'm like, since when are you a big fan of the Queen? Like, it's like, okay. Yeah,
You never know. I mean, people do follow, like all over the world do follow her, and like when
that's
the
true.
princes and princess, like when everybody like has weddings and whatever, like people love following that stuff. So,
Yeah, that's true.
so you've been selling the crap out of the book. What's the newest project though? Are you working on anything else?
Uh, yeah, I was Kasibi did his anthology, and I was able to get a story in there. So I was working on those pages, and I already sent them in. So they might make it in if CB approves them. And
Oh,
it'll be a Captain Courage and Wildcat crossover.
nice.
So I do want to do some more stories with Captain Courage and put that in there. And we have something planned for the next iteration of Captain Goggles and Masked Woman. Anna has been working on the script, just fleshing out the characters and the world.
Mm-hmm.
She did. She took a little break so she can work on some other stuff, and just she's busy at work and stuff. So like,
Yeah.
okay, no problem. Like, well, you're working on that, gives me a chance to work on some Captain Courage stuff, and
Right.
uh, and plus just working on sketch cards in general, not just like man cards, but uh, that I can put up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I want to start working on the Captain Courage again, And on Marsh's stream, I was in the chat and I was uh, just asking him for some advice, and Cyburns was in the chats too, so he was giving me some advice too. So I'm thinking like I want to do like my own anthology
Mm-hmm.
and have like invite some people to be in it. And so I was just talking about like how can I do it where so people that are involved can actually get paid, and the crowdfunding was brought up. So so have like the crowdfunder kind of like pay for pay for that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to
Yeah, I heard them talking about that on Jeff's stream.
yeah.
That's cool, man. Actually, somebody was telling me you were like trying to organize it. I think you or maybe a group of other people were trying to organize like a Christian anthology or something, or I don't know what.
Oh yeah, it's so it was it's someone on Facebook, and they had said um that they wanted to do a Christian anthology, and so I told them like, well, I'm interested, and so yeah, so they did a Facebook Messenger group. So
Yeah.
there's a few people in there that are like talking about it.
Mm. Yeah, I'm
I
in.
know like
I haven't really. I don't know what's really going on. So.
yeah, like it was still kind of like in the process. So they're like trying to figure out like a theme
Mm-hmm.
and like a name of the book and what. But I think it's like if you could do a good wholesome story, and there's like some biblical principles.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I think I can do like a Captain Courage story. Like
Mm.
that'll work.
Captain Courage is going to be in all the anthologies.
Yeah,
It's good though. It's a good plan to do that way. Like get your character out there. You know.
yeah. Like, yeah, it seems like all these people I could do anthologies. They're like, you know what? I can do. I want to do my own. So like, I'm doing two.
That's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
So like, uh, so I have like two ideas, and I can like if I don't do one, I can I can still do it another time. So like I still plan on doing both, but I'm just like
Yeah.
trying to like, oh, which one to do first, and give it
Hmm.
a little time to breathe. So one of my ideas was a Captain Courage anthology, but where it's non-canon, so kind of like CBs,
Hmm.
where it's like alternate worlds or like alternate timelines, and like so you can have like a fantastical story with Captain Courage where he's like in space or fighting monsters or whatever, and like and it won't affect what I'm working on with him.
You gotta put some parameters though, because with your,
Yeah.
because what if somebody wants to like do Captain Courage goes to the brothel or something like?
Oh yeah, like yeah, definitely. With that one because it is Captain Courage is faith based, so like and
Mhm.
like you don't have to do a Christian story, but
Mhm.
don't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have Captain Courage with a bunch of hookers and so like and hanging out with demons and their best friends and like so. But, yeah, like I guess PG ish, and
Cool.
but yeah, like you can do like, oh, he goes to space and he's fighting like aliens or whatever. And,
Hmm.
like,
So is Anna? She you said that she wanted to work on some other stuff. Is she working on her own comic or something, or do you know?
yeah, she has. Uh, I think she's had like a couple of ideas
Hmm.
because I know she had done one for I think it was the Pope 9 volt.
Hmm.
So I know she was thinking about continuing that one, but
Oh.
I think she might kind of like put that one on hiatus because there's one that she's been kind of like wanting to work on,
Hmm.
like one that she's had like for a while. So I think she wants to work on that one first.
Gotcha.
So I told her like, well, yeah. I mean, she had been kind of like talking about it, and we decided like, yeah, okay, yeah, like work on that, and we'll leave. I told her like I still want to do Captain Gauss and Masked Woman, but like we can just kind of leave that for a little bit
Hmm.
because it just seemed like she really wanted to work on her story. So like I mean, if she, like I don't want her to like stop working on her story like,
Right.
for this one. So like, yeah, so we both decided, yeah, that's we can put on hiatus. It's not a
That's one thing. Like, I like doing these anthologies and stuff, and I'm probably gonna keep doing them for a little while. I don't know, but like, there's a point where I'm thinking, like, oh man, I'm not getting my own stuff out,
yeah,
So,
yeah, and that was like something um because I have been wanting to do my own anthology, but same thing. I don't want people to kind of drop what they're doing to work on mine, and like if they do work uh, uh on my anthology, I want them to be com- compensated one way or another. I mean,
yeah,
if
that's
it's
pretty
like,
cool.
oh yeah, like $60 for your story, or we'll see what comes in on the crowdfunder, and
It's kind of funny. There's people out there all the time, like trying to get artists to work for free and stuff. And then, like us artists, we need the money, but when we do a project, we try to pay our artists because we know that we don't want to work for free. So,
yeah,
like, we're kind of double screwed in some ways,
yeah,
because we're like, well, we won't make other people work for free, so we have to pay for them, and we're not getting money because other people are trying to get work from us for free.
yeah, yeah. And so like Anna did the cover for the Captain Goggles
Hmm.
in Masculine comic, and she was already kind of like busy with some other stuff, and I just kind of like asked her if she could like do something for it, and then and I let her know like, well, I mean, like you don't have to, but like I'll probably I'm gonna outsource it because like I am like extremely busy with just formatting the comic and coloring it and then getting it to the printer and finding so like it was gonna take a lot of work and like I just wanted something off my plate. So she was yeah, like I can do something, but I already knew I was gonna pay her but I was like secretly putting money aside, seeing like, okay, how much is this going to cost me? How much can I afford to pay? And I didn't want to tell her yet, but
Mhm.
once I kind of like, okay, yeah, I think I can pay this much. I told her like,
Yeah,
I want to give you some money for the cover. What do you think about this price? And she's like, yeah, that's good.
that's cool.
Uh, so I was able to reduce the price of what I was going to pay with the printer because I kind of reached out to a couple of people for like if they want like their logo on the back page of the comic, like on the inside of the back page of the comic,
Yeah,
and like a sponsorship.
that's cool.
So I was able to get two, and Didi was one of them.
Oh, really?
So uh, so that helped with like just about half of the printing. So that freed up money that was like, oh, I can now pay Anna what I wanted to pay at first, which uh, and and so so it was like that's why I paid her and I got the printing done and like okay cool and then like with the comic I made that money back so,
Nice.
so
That's awesome. Who did you use to print?
I went with a friend of mine who he's a graphic designer and he does like flyers for the church. So there's someone that he goes to. It's another like a printer that does like flyers and
Hmm.
booklets. So he never told me the name, but like I figured out like oh it's probably like something like Comics Wellspring, but like but for only flyers.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I didn't know who, but so my friend didn't charge me to format the book, and but he said next time he will, and he told me like, okay, next time it'll be this much, so I'll probably won't go with him. But like okay, yeah, that's cool, and I just paid for the printing. So
Hmm.
yeah, so yeah, they had like a little bit of like the paper shortage thing, so like so it took a while, but once like um, everything was able to be formatted correctly. Because I know there was like some problems with the formatting. Because since my friend had never done a comic before, it was kind of new to him.
Hmm.
So, um, well, yeah, once everything all that was done, like I got the books pretty quickly. So like yes. So,
That's cool, man.
oh yeah, and they started selling right away. I sold one the first as soon as I got them.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, I've been looking at printers and stuff. I actually went to Staples today because I'm inspired by what Gibran and
yeah,
Jeff are doing with printing on newsprint. So I wanted to try it, but I couldn't. They didn't have any newsprint paper like that. I'm trying to find the 8.5 by 11 stuff, and there's like printable. Like they make certain kinds that are specifically printable, but I almost want even the cheaper kinds and to see if I could still try to run it through my printer. I don't know why, but I'm just crazy like that. But it's kind of cheap anyway, so why not give it a shot? But I just like that newsprint flavor, so I want to give that a
yeah.
shot.
I bought a stack like that on Amazon. I think it was the printer size, A1 size or A.
Hmm.
And so I did some of the mini comics on that. Um,
Nice.
so, yeah, like and I do like the newsprint. So I just need to get a better printer, a laser printer. That way it won't cost as much when I'm printing comics.
Yeah,
I finished this card.
nice. I'm almost done with mine. Getting there. I'm actually gonna get probably through more than one for once. Kind of funny being on someone else's show. I'm like looking at like the top corner to see like how many people are watching, but I can't see because only you can see that.
Yeah, we got two people watching,
Cool.
so probably Dee Dee and Sideburns or Joshua
Yeah, Josh
will
might be just
be listening.
using us for his drawing needs.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe he went
He's
to
a
streaming himself.
Yeah, I know he was streaming a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he streamed twice. So I'm a patron of Scott Circlin, so he just posted his video for I guess next week,
Oh, nice.
and the topic is AI art and its impact on artists. So it'll be interesting what he has to
Oh
say.
boy, let's get the controversy
so,
going.
so yeah,
There's been not everybody likes it. Not everybody's into it.
yeah,
I think it's kind of neat. I don't
yeah.
really.
Like it's like I like playing around with it, but like there's like ways that I use it
Mm-hmm.
that like oh, this is how I'm gonna use it. But I don't know. I think like people have different ideas. I know
Mm-hmm.
Gary did a stream, so he said some interesting things, which got me thinking. But yeah,
Yeah, it
like,
was interesting. I watched that too. Adam did a short video. I guess he's got Toad Road 2 going. It's
mhm.
not quite at the for available for purchase just yet, but and then he was got his Redbubble up and running, I guess, and just got some cool things there.
Yeah,
Some
I saw that. So
some of it was
that's
that
pretty cool.
AI stuff, which was interesting. I don't know. I like AI stuff, but I just might, at some point, I just don't. I don't know. I have enough stuff to do, so I just don't get to it as much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But it is fun. I want to use it a little bit more.
I wonder if I have any examples of AI art in my tablet. Let me check. No, I deleted them. But I know Adam had I had sent him a masked woman drawing that I had done, and since he was playing with the AI, I'm like, well, can you like run this in there and see it comes up with. So there was like some variants based on my drawing of masked woman,
Mm-hmm.
and then he did like a variant of a variant. So there's like an interesting one where like it gave her a new costume design and wings. So I was like, okay. So from that, I just kind of went over it and made an illustration, and then just kind of added my own stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Oh wait, it'll be on Messenger. Let's see. Okay, so there's the variant he did with the AI. So that's what it came up with based on a drawing I did of masked woman.
Uh-huh.
So,
Cool.
uh, which yeah, like that was like one of the best ones. Oh, and this was it was the original one. So it
Mm-hmm.
turned that sash into wings.
Yeah.
So, and then let's see, did I send it to him? Let me check my Discord. I think I sent it to Anna. So let me check there.
It's really kind of fun to work in gray tones and stuff. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't done it too much before. I mean, I've done it a little bit, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but there's something just fun and simple about it and satisfying.
Yeah. Like does the extra sketch cards that I put in the comics, I just did them in ink and pencil. I didn't color them.
Mm-hmm.
Except for like one or two, I just added some red, but I just most of them I just kept them like that. I got like, oh, this is I like this. It's like simple. So this is what I did.
With the AI or just that you drew?
I yeah, like I used the AI as like the base, but then I went over it and added a little bit more details in the hair. So I drew this based on the AI.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah.
Well, here's my check. Chuck Norris.
Oh wow. Yeah, I like that.
Thanks. So, another one down. I do have these little, like the flexible plastic sleeves. Like I said, I got to get some more of the hard ones as well.
Try out these.
Oh, I keep
So,
forgetting to sign it. I want to sign it.
yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Nice. Let's see.
Let's
Maybe
see.
I can get another one in.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up a reference. So let's see. Who's manly that I can draw? Oh, Seven did um some sketches and sent them to me in email. He did his own man cards. He did a Samson man card, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, he showed me some stuff too.
Yeah, and he did some of me or Captain Goggles. So
Yeah,
it's
he
like, oh,
showed
awesome.
me too.
Yeah, or she. I don't know. It's
Yeah, that's
he.
true. I always think of him as a he, but I don't know if it's I don't know
Yeah, yeah.
what the pronoun is.
I know they prefer seven. So like, all right, that's fine. That's cool. Uh, so let's see. Mhm. Any ideas from the chat of who I should draw next?
I know. I don't know what I'm gonna draw next yet either. Trying to figure it out.
Let me look up on Google manly characters.
Well, I have a list here. You can take one from my list. Somebody said Fabio. I don't want to draw that.
Fabio.
Um,
I think that was me that said Fabio.
yeah. So there you go. That
There, I can draw
might be a
Fabio.
good one.
Oh, I'm looking at like what Fabio looks like now. He does not look the same.
There's Magnum PI, Hugh Jackman, Lumberjack, Crocodile Dundee,
Oh
John
yeah,
Captain
lumberjack.
Jack, Brad Pitt Fight Club, Captain Kirk, Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood. Oh, I'm gonna do Clint Eastwood. I've been wanting to do him. James Bond. We did one yesterday, but that was different. Russell Crowe, 300 movie, Amadeus,
Mateus.
Diesel, Sylvester Stallone. I'm kind of surprised I haven't done him yet. Darth Vader, Victor Von Doom. I'm gonna go with, or should I? Maybe I should do Bruce Lee, because then I'll have
Okay.
the set up.
Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee together.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe I'll do that. Why
You know
not?
what? That actually you mentioned. Let me look up references for Dolph Lundgren. Wait, Dolph Lundgren. Remember he was in. He did a movie with Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, and
No.
like, oh, he did a lot of manly movies. He-Man. Uh, what was that guy from Rocky? Apollo? Was it him?
Apollo Creed.
Pa-
There's so many good Bruce Lee pictures, actually.
we drawing masculine men. Oh, Didi says maybe a wrestler or a lucha libre. And
Ooh,
oh, you want?
we do Nacho Libre.
I'm thinking. Blue Demon. Blue Demon. Which was it was my favorite as a kid.
What's that?
Blue Demon was my favorite Mexican wrestler as a kid.
There you go.
There you go. Draw Blue Demon. Oh, cool.
Good suggestion.
Is this him or his son? Oh, no one will. Yeah, okay. There's one of them in the suit.
Do 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 do. I could redraw my samurai. Yeah, I could. But I think I'm gonna do. I got Bruce Lee here. I think I'm gonna do him. Although the pose that I took is gonna be a little bit tough. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a shot. I might actually have him pop out of the panel a little, which is something I haven't done yet with these cards. Just a little bit. Because it's more of a wider shot, but it's the shot I want to do. So I might end up having to give this to my dad because he's a big Bruce Lee fan. Or I could send it to Peter Cimetti. He's a big Bruce Lee fan.
Oh, cool. Right.
Who
I
is it?
think I ever talked to Peterson maybe. Like I see him in on chats. I mean in live streams, but
Mm-hmm.
I think he did a video recently, which I think you were talking about or someone was talking about that he like kind of doesn't want to do like the shill shows anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that's where like I'm kind of leaning towards like not like I don't mind like like having people on talk about their books, but like I don't want to just talk about the book.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the person behind the book and
Mm-hmm.
what makes you tick. Which I think it was like one of the last streams that I did where I had Luke Stone and I had heard him say something similar. Where he's like, I don't want to just chill, like I want to talk about just have a conversation. So like, oh, that'll be good. I'll invite him on, and like we talked about his book a little bit, but like it was mostly about just him, and
Yeah.
that's what I wanted.
Yep. We gotta take a shill pill.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
I've been wanting to get the elusive Scott Strickland, but like, he's been busy wrapping up. So it's like, okay.
Huh?
I wanted to get Scott on before the campaign ended, but he's been busy
Yeah.
wrapping up that campaign. Like, all right, cool, no problem. Gotta get him on another time.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Funny how that happens. It's weird because I have kind of a few people I want to get on, but I kind of stopped doing the interview type stuff as much. But like I want to get Dee Dee on, and
mhm.
I want to get Gib on, and I want to get Josh on and Gary on. I've had Josh on at least a couple times, but we were gonna, well, maybe I'll go on his channel. I don't know, but we were gonna do something about hip hop. I guess he wanted to do so. We'll see.
Yeah,
One of these days. I don't know if I'll turn my the videos I'm doing 2 times a week. If I'll sometimes do
an interview,
a more of
short
an
show.
interview thing, or if I'll just maybe I can just do that as those as one off. I don't know. We'll see.
Like, I want to get Josh on too. I know he's been like doing the cons and stuff, and right now he's like taking a break. So like, okay, well, let's see
Yeah. Dee Dee said she's gonna bring her lady card when she comes on.
yeah, that's also someone else I want to have on the show. Didi, let's see when we can get you on. But like, I would like Anna to be on because I want Anna to actually meet Didi
Mm-hmm.
because she knows about Didi,
Yeah.
but she like didn't know who she was. And like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I guess because yeah, that's right. Because Didi streams like in the mornings, but I think she followed her, so I think she saw like one of those streams.
Cool.
Yeah. Like I haven't been doing the shows as much because like I like doing them with other people because it's just me and like well like I mean that's not exciting. Uh,
Yeah, everybody's got their own different way. I mean, I kind of, yeah, I guess I've just always been doing videos by myself a lot, but then, I was doing a lot of live streams. That was actually more new to me to do videos with people, but I always wanted to, and I did sometimes, but it wasn't so easy until once StreamYard came around, it really became so much easier.
yeah,
So, it still was possible before, but Hannah is adorable, says Dee Dee. I agree. She is adorable. She's always like, kind of like, she's got a fun, goofy, friendly
yeah.
vibe, which is really nice.
Hmm. I also agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's one of my closest friends,
That's cool.
and that's because like I only know her online. So, but
Hmm.
I consider her like one of like not like closest online friends, just friends. Like I
Yeah.
don't put a qualifier like no, you're my friend. So, like,
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and that was because of the AAA. That's where I met a lot of people. Yeah,
Yep. That's where I met Anna as well.
yeah.
Josh says, I'd be pumped and honored to hop on any of your shows anytime you want, as long as I'm not at work.
But that's when I want you on, Josh, when you're at work. That's the only time that'll work for you. We'll see when either you can be on my show or I can be on your show when you're ready to talk. Because I like the what Josh was talking about today. Like I don't want to reiterate it, but like his current thing, and like, oh, I actually know about that. Like I've gone through that, so it'll be interesting to talk to someone else who's actually is just going through that.
Well, I'll have to watch
And
because I came in, I guess, later on during that. So I didn't see that part where he was talking about.
okay, yeah, and I don't want like I mean if Josh is cool, I'll say it, but like I'd rather like people just go
Oh, yeah, we
check
don't have
out.
to talk about it. I can go watch the video later or whatever. It's no big deal. Didn't you say, what was this? I forgot what you said. You had like a serious topic and a goofy or a fun topic. I think we did
The
that.
fun topic was like the quantum leap one,
Yeah.
like
What,
just talking about the show. So the serious topic, and it had kind of had to do a little bit with um not Josh per se, but
oh,
like
yeah.
he was just going through like uh depression, mental health type of thing. I've gone through it, and so my topic was like Christians and depression or mental health, just like because it's I guess it's a myth that like oh Christians never go through anything. Oh, what do you know? Like you're a Christian, you don't know what depression is. You don't know what this is. I was like, well, that's not true.
Mhm, mhm,
like, I've gone through quite a few things, and some of them recently, and some of them just like
mhm.
almost ongoing. So like, no, yeah. So like, I guess just taking away that stigma from mental health from a Christian's perspective, because like, oh well, you shouldn't suffer from this because you have God. Like, well, yeah, I have God, and that's why I'm able to keep on going. But I still go through stuff. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I almost feel like it's more of like a, like, I don't know if people say that or not. Maybe they do. Maybe they've said it to you, but like, I feel like that's almost my own misconception at one point, like, or anybody else, whoever who is a Christian,
yeah,
like you think, oh, well, you have God, and so you're not gonna have a hard time, and then you have a hard time, and you're like, crap, like, am I really like, is like, I thought I'm supposed to be okay, but we're human, and it's not, it doesn't quite work like that. We're just not automatic, like, being a Christian isn't like this automatic
hmm
band-aid and fix thing that fixes every little thing in your life. Like, yeah,
yeah,
can help you in everything, but he's there to walk through with you.
yeah,
It's not that you won't. He even says in the Bible, like, you will have trials and tribulations, like,
yes,
you're not going to be able to escape that, but I'll be there. So,
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I know when I've talked to people, um, when they're like talking about stuff they're going through, and like I'm trying to listen and help however I can, and like sometimes from their perspective, it seems like, oh, it's just easy, just do this, just do that. Like, well, no, I never said it was easy, but like that's um, but yeah, you're gonna go through stuff, but like it's not as bad, usually as bad as people think. Like,
well,
well, I mean, I depend. Everyone's situation is different.
yeah,
But I
it's
mean, I've had bouts of depression, and I know what's helped me is like someone kind of reminded me like, well, hey, like, well, read the scripture, or just like listening. So I try to do that for people. And like, well, yeah, I may not be able to like give you this great advice, but I can listen.
yeah. And that is one of those things, like there's issues within Christianity too, where it's like people will they'll say, well, you should read scripture, or you should like, or they'll say a scripture to you, and okay, thanks, now it's fixed, like, but it's not fixed,
Yeah,
like
no, it's not.
we're supposed to, there's a, the Bible talks about, you know we're supposed to weep with those who weep and laugh with those who laugh,
Yeah.
like that, like we're human, that's why he wants us to fellowship together, like he made us that way for a reason. We're supposed to help hold each other up and help each other out.
Hmm.
So I agree 100%. Like, listen, like one of the most gracious, beautiful things you can do for another, your fellow human being, whether they're Christian or not Christian, doesn't matter, is
Yeah.
just listen to them and
Hmm.
hear them. That helps a lot.
Oh yeah. That's what I try to do, and I also do that, like for myself as well. That seems like I'll just like I know who, like I know like who to go to,
Hmm.
who's not gonna like if I tell him, hey, like I'm going through this, because I know like like some old friends from church where I'll be like, hey, I'm kind of struggling with this, and they're like, well, why? Like, like didn't you say the prayer? Didn't you aren't you doing like, well, yeah, but it doesn't go away. Like, like, uh, like in an instant, like, I still want to, I still got to overcome, and part of it's like kind of talking, and then so sometimes I'll get like cliches, oh, like look at the bright side, or look at this, or like, can we just talk? Can I just talk? Uh,
Hmm.
so there are certain people I know, like, hey, I just kind of want to talk, and like, okay, cool, yeah, like let's just hang out for a bit. And we don't even have to necessarily talk about a specific topic. It's just like I just need kind of someone to hear me out for a little bit,
Hmm.
and so like, and that just getting things off my chest. But sometimes just that, just like it's like makes a big difference.
Yeah, it really does. And it's somebody, it's nice when you got to find those people that you can trust, to just listen and not like harp on you or jump on you, like, because,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I hate to say it, but, you know, people of faith sometimes do that, and
Yeah.
there's that judgmental thing, and it's sad when that happens because I think it causes like there's it's just not right. Like nobody,
Yeah.
I mean, God, yes, we read the Bible. There's lots of things in there that where it says to do and not to do and all this stuff.
Hmm.
You got to have a place to be safe, and even God wants you to talk to him honestly, like you see it in the Psalms and stuff. David, has all these Psalms where he's very honest with his feelings. He's not hiding, you know, and there's no reason why we can't talk to God that way. And we're also supposed to lift each other, help each other out in that way as well,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. So Josh said, oh, he said a couple of things, but
Hmm.
he said, you all are free to say whatever. I made it public, and I'm comfortable with you guys talking about it, whatever you'd like. Like, okay.
Hmm.
But then he says to me, Frank, what about doing El Muerto? I bet Javi would love it. That's true. That's I'll look up some references right now. Um,
You
I
had,
got
did you have,
I had Avi on once. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, he's got cool stuff. There you, oh wait, are you doing, any color with that, or are you just keeping it like that?
Well, I think with this one I have to do color, so
No,
you know who it is. Like
that's
it's Blue
cool.
Demon.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, his suit is white, but I might color it in the card
Hmm.
to a gray or something. But yeah, since I mean this one it's pretty much done. I just need to add color, but I can do it El Muerto right after this one.
So
Yeah, Javi was I had him on the show. Um, he had sent me some stuff, which I think I have some. Oh yeah, I have one of his mini comics. He sent me a few things.
oh, nice. I haven't seen that one.
San San Patricio. So, oh, and Didi's. Okay, let's see. Didi's. Grace needs to be preached more. Yes, I agree. And Josh said, Didi is dead correct. Grace is the only thing that saves us from the law, which we all fall short of. If we start comparing ourselves to the law, it will always bring us down because Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Christ speaks in affirmations, and we all fall short of the law. Didi says the law was given to show us we can't keep it, and therefore uh, a need for a savior.
All good stuff. I agree.
Mhm.
I've been trying to kind of figure out what I'm going to do as far as church goes because now I'm in a different area. Uh,
Oh, okay.
I've been going to, well, I went to Nathan's church last week, which I used to go to, but it's a little bit, I wish I could have a church closer to me, and there's a ton of churches closer to me, but none of them are like the kind I would typically go to. There's like Episcopal, and there's like, um, just different kinds of churches. I tend to, like, I tend to go to like a non-denominational church or something. It's
Yeah.
what I'm most comfortable in. And there's one here, but I've been to that one. It's just I don't want to go to that one. Being a little too picky, I think, but I'll probably just end up continuing to go to Nathan's church. It's a good church. It's not that far away. My mom's got she just started going, like, to church and stuff, and, it's kinda crazy, like, all of a sudden, like, I was, like, the only one in my family who was, like, a Christian for, like, most of my life. I mean, my mom always had faith and stuff and kinda believed, but she just wasn't, like, really into it super much, and, but lately, she's, like, really, like, "Oh, man, like, I need to learn about this stuff," and so she's been reading the Bible and stuff, and she's going to this church and all that, and it's really cool to see her, like, learning this stuff that I've been into for my whole life, um, and she found this church near her, but she's, like, an hour away from me, and I'm like, "This church is, like, really cool." I'm like, "Man, I wish I could go to this church," and I can, but, I have to drive an hour every week at least. And it'd
Mhm.
be nice to visit my mom and stuff, but I don't really wanna go to a church that far away.
The one I go to, I don't have a vehicle, so I get a
Mm,
ride. So it with a ride, it's not that far.
mhm.
But when I don't have a ride, I walk, and it's about an hour.
An hour walk.
Yeah.
Mm. I
Yes,
almost would walk an
no,
hour,
was it
drive an hour.
Tuesday? Yeah, I know. So yeah,
I like walking, I like having the exercise and stuff.
Tuesday we had because we have a support group, and that's where I volunteer, and I spoke a little bit, like stuff I was kind of going through the last few days, and just talking about it just like helped a lot. But it started raining, so when I was walking, so like I ran into the McCoys, bought a poncho, and just kept on walking in the rain. So, but I was telling them like I don't want to hear excuses why you're not here. I made it here in the rain, so like don't talk.
Yeah, man, you gotta spread that Christian guilt one way or another.
I guess for the make comics not excuses. They
Uh-huh.
always say no excuses.
I still love that quote. I'll never not love that quote. This is the third time I'm trying to draw Bruce Lee. The last time I tried to draw him, I drew it so that his head was too far up and it was cutting him off. And then the first time it was just not the right pose. So hopefully this time around we'll have a successful Bruce Lee.
Didi says that's awesome, Marsh, about your mom. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been cool too because she doesn't have anybody to talk to about it, so she talks to me about it, and I can kind of help her a little bit. And then she's started meeting some women of the church who are like really being active. Like they're very, very active and trying to help newcomers, which is neat because I don't always see that in every church. So uh, they've been really like making sure they take some time to spend special extra time with her so that she can like talk her things out and her concerns, and it's just yeah, it's really neat. She's learning a lot. For her birthday, I bought her because she just had her birthday, and I bought her some what's his name a Spurgeon book, some of his sermons because she already likes his stuff, and A.W. Tozer,
Yeah.
the attributes of God, which is that's something I love. I love that book. Like the attributes of God to me is like the coolest thing ever. But so, oh yeah, nice.
So it says
You're knocking them.
Josh said El Muerto, which I he's he's easy to well he's an easy design. So but I want to make sure I got it right. I type in El Muerto and I get Marvel. Like no, not Marvel. I'll be out. This. Oh,
I'm writing down Alan Noble, Josh. I'll check them out.
okay. You're not your own who blow your mind. You know what? Yeah, Josh had mentioned him before, so let me search him on here. So I have him in my search results.
Oh yeah, you're saying he's your friend. Friend. Now that you're saying that, I feel like I do remember you mentioning him before.
Oh,
So,
it's on Amazon.
Mm-mm-mm.
He has an audiobook and a PDF. All right.
It's kind of weird when I look at Bruce Lee. Sometimes I don't know why, but sometimes he reminds me, or like they both remind me of each other a little. Well, more he reminds me a little bit of John Lennon in a weird way. I think it's just because they were like, I think they were pretty much around in the same time. So, like, the color of the photography is similar. And I don't know, they're both, I don't know why. For some reason, they remind me of each other. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. They're both
Josh says,
dynamic, interesting people.
cool. Josh says, Marsh, you'd particularly like Alan. He used to do underground Christian hip hop and sober minded. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've heard. I feel like I've heard of that group before.
He also wrote Disruptive Witnesses or Witness. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. Did you buy one of the books?
Man, I don't know why, but for some reason, drawing Bruce Lee is hard. I'm having the most
Um,
difficulty with him than any other card I've had. His face too is really tough. Just the
yeah,
shape of his
he's
head,
got like all these crevices just in his face.
I guess.
He's too manly.
He's too manly for me.
Oh, speaking of manly, my my pastor also has a book, and he's like one of the manliest guys I know. But his book is called Twice Dead: The Roman Gutierrez Story, and I think it's on Amazon. But it's like someone like wrote it, but he kind of like dictated it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's his testimony and how he
Nice.
died twice before the age of 19. And it's pretty powerful testimony,
Cool.
which I used to have it because you can buy it in the media room in the church. But I
Mm-hmm.
loaned it to someone and they stopped coming to church and I go there with my copy. Like like I need to go pick up another one, but I know it's on Amazon,
Right.
so I think it's like 10, $12. But but he was telling me the other day because I was showing him the comic that I did. I gave him a copy of Captain Gauss and Nescoman, and he was just like encouraging me. He's like, keep doing them. Like, I think they're needed right now. Like, oh, okay, yeah. But he
Mm.
was telling me like, if you keep making your comics, I'll put you in touch with um the guy that helps me put my book out. So you can talk to him and get some ideas on publishing.
Nice.
So like, okay, so yeah, I want to work on Captain Courage. I think that would be the one where we'll be able to get my help.
Mm-hmm. My nose is whistling. All right. I'm about there with this one. I think I'm actually looking forward to doing the background on this one because, I mean, it'll just be super simple, but there's just some cool, like, um, tree shapes, like faded tree shapes in the background. And I think that'll be
Oh
fun
wow.
in there. We got Seven in the house. We got CB in the house. What's up, everybody?
Oh, 7 and CB, which I sent some sketch cards to CB last month of his, or for the Wildcat.
Nice.
So I got so far El Muerto.
Sweet. If we
I
were
did.
a contest to who's going to make the most cards, you'd be winning, that's for sure.
Let's see what 7 says. Okay. Gonna hop over to Scott's rap party. I hear he's freestyling on this one. Yeah, I saw Scott is doing his wrap up party.
Oh,
So
is
this
that?
is where the cool kids hang out. Yeah, I saw he like let's see, like notification came up. So
Oh,
I don't know if it's still going on. Shabbat Shalom. Nice, Frank and Marsh.
hello, hello, hello.
Deal. I'm almost done with mine too, gents and Didi. Yes, another illustration sent through email. And Didi says, "You want to mail one to me, Seven? I will send something back. My PO box is posted in my about. Okay.
DD, purveyor of happy mail for all.
I know. I know. So let me show what I've done so far to the people just coming in. So I did Scott Bakula, Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap. I did this one. And I just finished Blue Demon. It's right there. I need to sign it. And I'm working on El Muerto by Javier Hernandez.
Yes.
He says, haha, Marsh, I try. Oh, where's my reference?
I did Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
Down to Lee.
that's nicely detailed. CB says, Quantum Leap is awesome. Love that show. They don't make them like that anymore. I may watch me some Columbo tonight on Tubi. Oh,
Ooh,
cool.
great.
Columbo. Wow. Now that's a man card. Columbo.
It's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I haven't seen Columbo since I was a kid.
Yeah. Just one more thing. That's so funny. That's what happens in every Columbo episode. Yeah, yeah. You're probably right. Yeah, I see. Oh, before I leave, just one more thing. He's awesome. Something is troubling me. Maybe you can help me figure this out. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, the other one that reminds me like that is Diagnosis Murder, Dick Van Dyke.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's where he was very older. He was a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and his son is a cop, and he would kind of do like consultant work. Like he's just helped solve a crime,
Mm-hmm.
and he just like end up like getting involved in solving these murders. But it'll be like stuff like that too, like, oh yeah, it's just where where's this? Where did that go? Or like and like and so like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like trap you like that.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Type of concept.
one was like there's just one thing that was bothering me, but like no, you already proved your innocence. But yeah, there's just one thing. And then like the other guy's like he kind of like goes, he's like, well, like what's that one thing? You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's this tiny bit. Well, yeah, I get it. So this one thing. No, this drill bit. We weren't able to find it. But you know, it's probably nothing. And then he's like, he goes and he's looking for it, and then they catch him like, aha. So it's like, uh,
That's funny.
how to ink.
Can't hide behind my bad anatomy when I'm doing Bruce Lee.
Oh, I should check the chat. Let's see. I can hear you saying all the CB. Oh, the don't help him figure it out. Go get a lawyer. It's a trap. Yeah. Sam Beckett is a good dude. Everything he leaps into a new adventure, he never takes time to enjoy himself. It's always about helping people. That's true. Yeah, like that's. He also in the process of getting a new job. Oh, I'm also in the process. So he's talking about himself. It was on Billy Tucci's show. Okay, cool. Ooh. Oh, so CB, you'll like this one too then. I also did Al, but I did this last night. Hey Sam, Sam, you leaped into a rocker. Oh, peace. Do you do more digital Marsh now, or stick with traditional, or a little bit of both?
I haven't done anything with digital for I don't know, lately too much, but I'm into both. I just haven't been doing the digital lately.
Poor Al died a year or two ago. Yes, he did. You even put Ziggy in there. Yes, he's holding Ziggy. And if you look carefully, he has a cigar in his hand. We need John Wayne man card, Marsh.
I mean that's definitely like a
Oh,
no brainer, no brain
yeah.
John Wayner.
Which I have the John Wayne Code. It's just a book with John Wayneisms.
Nice.
They had it at the grocery store, like, oh, cool, man, snatched it. Out here, a man settles his own problems. The man who shot Liberty Valance. Just give the American people a good cause, and there's nothing they can't make.
Hmm.
John.
Interesting. Yeah, this is not my favorite drawing so far, but I'm gonna have to just go with it.
Yep, that's the way.
They can't all be amazing. Not that they were amazing, but you know. So blah blah blah. Do 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 do.
I guess Anna couldn't make it on. Now I'm sad. Jeez, I think I have Liberty Valance memorized. Hubster watches it every time it is on, along with all of John's movies. CB says it has been said that a woman's rights event outdoors somewhere, John Wayne was spotted walking. The lady behind the microphone says, "If you, John Wayne," to which he responds, "If you too, lady." Like, okay. Tell Anna we miss her, says Dee. I will. Anna, I miss you. And Dee Dee does too.
I know. She couldn't grace us with her presence tonight.
Yeah, I think she said she had to work, but she wasn't sure. Like she might get out early, but I guess she still had to do stuff.
I don't think that work should be put above us, personally. I don't know.
That's what I told her when I said if you're gonna be on the Turaco, man, you need to.
Where is that?
The Turaco comes first.
Where's that good old Christian guilt when you need it? Blah.
Which I do want to do a video where we kind of do have frequently asked questions, so we just kind of answer questions. And I think one of that keeps people keep asking like why do you call it the Turaco? And it's actually came from Anna. It's a bird, but Anna was the one that was telling me about it. She suggested the name. It's a little fun fact.
Cool. That happens a lot with different things. Like people have like these names, these odd names, and they're like they never actually like talk about that part, but it is their name. Like
Yeah,
I don't talk that much about donkey job projects, but once in a while I do. But it is like another one of those like kind of cryptic, like weird names that you're like, what? Why is it called that?
yeah,
Uh, but those things are cool. They're actually pretty unique and like when you get to know somebody or like for what they do, like you don't even think of the name anymore. Like
yeah.
I have a tribe called Quest and like, their names Q-Tip, Fife Dog, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, and like Jerobi and all that stuff. Like I think Jerobi's probably just a regular real name. Ali Shaheed Muhammad's probably the name, a name, kind of a regular name situation. But then you got Q-Tip, and it never dawned on me because like for a long time that it's because okay because it just has to do with like him putting like music in your ear or whatever. Like
Oh, okay.
kind of a it's kind of a silly name really, but I just know him as Q-Tip. He's a legend. He's an amazing like musician, rapper, and Fife Dog is kind of a funny name too. But you don't really think of like their name. You're just like, oh, that's that guy who I really like, and I want more of his music.
Yeah. Ooh. Don't you have a sketch card of the bird, Frank? Actually, I drew it and I sold it for $10. So I didn't get to hang on to it that long. But yeah, I drew the Turaco bird, and I did a digital drawing of the Turaco too. I did a couple of them.
Did you turn any of them into like mugs and T-shirts?
Um, no, but I do have one of that. How like I want like that one would look good as a T-shirt or a mug or both. We
Mm-hmm.
do have the logo itself on mugs and T-shirts, and I just put up a new shirt, a new masked woman shirt of an illustration I did of masked woman on one of the sketches I did for the comics that I do on the back. So
Mm-hmm.
like, so I haven't done it with all of them, but with some like I will take pictures of them, and it's like, oh yeah, I should probably like document these. So yeah. So like, oh, I'll turn this into something. So that's a T-shirt. I need to do one for Captain Goggles, and I'll do one for the Turaco.
Nice.
Yeah, I seem to remember in your book of sketch cards. Yeah, like I sold it pretty quickly. Um, Quest has an awesome book out. I read it a few years ago. Oh, cool.
Oh, really? I never read the book. I seen a documentary. Um, yeah, but that sounds interesting. I have to check it out.
Interest. Um,
Sometimes you don't know so much about the groups though, because like when I watched the documentary, like I found out like they were kind of at each other's throat a lot, and that's kind of why they broke up and this and that. And I mean, and it's just like I don't really know if I want to know that. Like I like my happy feelings of them, you know.
yeah,
But like same thing with like the police, like they pretty much hated each other throughout their whole thing, you know, and they actually didn't last that long, but they made a huge impact while they were around. A lot of egos and stuff going on, but it is what it is, I guess. There's a lot of groups like that, unfortunately. Fuji's are one of my favorite, and they just they seem like they were finished before they started, which sucks.
like the Beatles when they started breaking up.
The Beatles, yeah. The
Yeah.
Beatles one actually doesn't, well, it doesn't bother me too much, even though I'm like a huge Beatles fan, because I heard some stuff from Paul McCartney, and he basically said like it really, they didn't really hate each other, really. I mean, there was a falling out at one point, but it was more like the um the lawyers who kind of really, it's
Yeah,
divorce or something, the lawyers like make you hate them more than you would have or something like,
yeah,
and that's kind of how he described it. But he's like, when we got back together and started to become friends again, it was like nothing changed. It was like, why were we ever mad at each other? Like it's
yeah,
stupid. They always enjoyed like John and Paul, like always, they never really had issues writing these songs. Like for the most part, they just really enjoyed working with each other. At least from Paul McCartney's perspective, in interviews I've heard.
yeah. I'm getting a flashback when I started getting back into drawing. And I'd be in my room drawing. And, oh, I gotta focus on this.
You don't
And
focus
then
on
on my drawing, and then like I'll be coloring, and like my mom, and this is like maybe 5 6 years ago. So like, so my mom like will call me and like, can you do this? Or like, Mom, I'm busy. I'm coloring, and I go into my room and like I just start laughing like, did I just tell my mom I'm busy because I'm coloring? Like I wasn't a kid. Like this is like 5 years ago.
it.
So
It's funny.
yeah. And my mom's like, okay, whatever. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm coloring. Has to be hard to deal with the fame seriously. Oh, she's talking about the bands. Hubster is an old movie buff. Their lives can be a wreck. Yeah,
Yeah. You know,
yeah,
it's like sometimes you think about that thing where it's like when people are famous and or rich and all that, and it's like some people have that like mentality of like, oh, poor rich and famous person, boo hoo, you have such a hard life
yeah,
type of thing. And the truth is it is I think it is actually like a really it's something like it's not anything you or I like most of us will ever experience. And I think that
yeah,
is actually like nobody's supposed to, especially us as Christians, like no, we know that nobody's really supposed to have that kind of attention. Like we're not
yeah,
supposed to have idol worship and stuff. Like humans are meant to be like communal. And I mean, yeah, sometimes there's like a leader and stuff like that, but it's very I can imagine it must be very uncomfortable and hard to know how to be in the spotlight like that, you know?
yeah.
You actually have some empathy for those guys with that. There's all kinds of weird pressures that most of us will never have, you know, that they've had. I mean, I just watched the Elvis movie, you know, not too long ago, and there's a couple really interesting things about it that kind of blew my mind, and I don't really know what is the truth because I'm not like a huge like I've looked into Elvis thing, which he could
Yeah.
be a man card by the way. But anyways,
Yeah.
uh, you know, and he was like he was definitely taking it. I think if the movie's right, he was taken advantage of by his promoter and all that, which
The Colonel. Yeah.
promoter was like a big sham. And anyways, I mean, he helped him, but he also, you know, kind of harmed him a lot too. And also, this whole thing, they had really kind of made in the movie because what you always hear about Elvis, and this is kind of on a different tangent, but you always hear this thing about like, oh, well, Elvis like stole, you know, the black music and used it and created rock and roll, but that's not really him. Like that's he got that from you know African American stuff. And according to the movie, now again, I don't know what the truth is, but according to the
Yeah.
movie, he actually grew up in in within that as well. And he was more like a fan of it, and he like the people musicians, the black musicians where he got it from, like they kind of respected him and knew, he was one of their guys. Like he was actually, I don't know, it almost seemed like maybe he was even honoring them a lot more and
Hmm.
wanted to, but again, the pressures of things caused him to not be able to dig into those roots as much sometimes. And they wanted him to do movies and sing in movies and stuff and all kinds of odd things. But I don't know. I don't know really what the truth is
Yeah.
100%. It was interesting.
Yeah. I've heard similar things from different movies and just like different documentaries. Because I was a huge Elvis fan as a kid.
Oh, really?
I used to. I had this picture of my dad, and they used to call him the Mexican Elvis. And there is a Mexican Elvis impersonator, but they used to call him that too because he would style his hair like him and
Uh-huh.
kind of look like him a little bit. So I would just kind of imagine that my dad was Elvis. So, uh, but yeah, I was like a big Elvis fan, so I watched like the movies and the music,
Oh, that's
any
cool.
documentaries I could find and books I could find. I even had a book of Elvis impersonators that I found at the dollar store one time, and like you could it was like a book where you could like call them and hire them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I just had that. So I thought it was cool.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I've heard similar things. There was like a lot of it's like the promoter, the colonel, that he kind of like took advantage, and
Hmm.
that Elvis grew up in a poor neighborhood, and like, he was inspired by black people. I never saw it as like, oh, he's stealing from black people. I just
Yeah.
uh,
There's definitely that thing out there though. A lot of people
oh
would.
yeah, uh, but Elvis wasn't one for like, oh, he's just trying to make a buck. But I don't know. I mean, the truth is in there somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Was it? I saw a movie where it was an Elvis movie, but I think it was called The Identical. So it was kind of like going off this theory that Elvis had a twin brother and that died in birth. But the movie is kind of like a fantasy movie, but like also it was like what if the brother did survive but was raised by a different family. So it's this guy that he kind of grows up and admiring the Elvis character, and he finds out he could kind of sing like him. So, but he doesn't realize that's his twin brother. He just thinks that he just kind of looks like him. So he becomes an Elvis, or I forget like the name of the Elvis character, like an impersonator. And
Hmm.
so he starts kind of getting that a little bit of that fame, and the brother kind of like sees him in concert and gives like his approval, like him, like he's a good like he's a good impersonator. Like
Yeah.
that's the one to go with if you're gonna go with an impersonator. So
Uh-huh.
and like the Elvis character dies, and it's when after he dies, the dad that raised the twin brother, he was a pastor, and he told him, um, I think he told like the wife, like, when I die, you tell him the truth. Uh, so he told him like, we adopted you, but it was secret, and your brother was that guy, and so he goes kind of to see the dad of the Elvis character. He tells him like, it's me, I'm the other son.
Huh.
So it's a like it's very emotional, and it's a what if. It's like it's like 100%, but it's kind of like if the brother had survived, how would that happen?
Int-
And it's an interesting movie.
Huh. Neat. Well, here we go. This is, and okay, it's not my favorite card I've done, but it's done. Good old Bruce Lee. So I got both of these guys hanging out together.
It's good.
Lars and Bruce Lee. Looking wonderful. So, Dee Dee says, I haven't seen the movie, but saw an interview with Priscilla. She says it was close to his life. So, well, interesting.
Yeah, that's what it was like as close as you can get to.
If that's the case, it's pretty sad that how he ended,
Yeah,
It wasn't really his fault that he kind of ended all fat and drugged up, They put way too much pressure on him. I mean, of course you have to take responsibility for what you do, but
yeah,
you know, he probably would have done other things if he didn't have so much pressure. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
oh, cool. I got 3 cards done today
Nice.
in 2 hours and 34 minutes.
Dee Dee's heading out. Yeah, I think I'm getting ready to head out myself.
Yeah, I think we can end it. I think we got a lot done. I think it was a good chill show, and it wasn't my usual energetic self, but just kind of wanted to draw and talk,
Yeah.
hang out, and got some cool cards.
Mm-hmm.
So put this on its sleeve. And, later, guys. Later, Didi. All right. So, I think that it's we can call it a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Marsh, for coming by and drawing man cards. We got some man cards here.
Yeah.
All
Nice.
right.
Anytime, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully next time Anna will be able to come on. So I know
Maybe she'll
she
bring
likes hanging out.
presents.
She graces with her presence. uh, you can find Marsh at Marsh Makes Comics on YouTube and on Instagram. And is there any other place you want people to go, Marsh?
Nope, that's about it. That's good. Thank you.
And you can find me on Salazar Nation of the TuracoCreativeCast. Also, Anna Raub, her YouTube channel and I think her Instagram is Dream Hatchling Studio. So if you're not subbed, go sub and leave a comment. So maybe she'll start uploading videos, but she is busy, so it's understandable. Thanks to Seven for coming in the chat. So he said he emailed me. I just saw you emailed me. Thanks for Didi, CB, Josh, Cyburns, everyone who made it out. and we'll see you next time uh, on the Turaco Creative Cast. So long.
Later.
And broadcast.